Well, hey, it's Brian G. Johnson. Really fantastic to have you here on the live stream. And today I want to ask a really simple question to kick off the live stream. And that is, what exactly does success look like to you here on YouTube? What can you do to achieve that success that you're after? Want to welcome all the cool people here on the live stream. Let's see. And are we live? Yes. Always, you think you got it under control. The delay was epic there. It is so great to see so many awesome people. Metal for breakfast. Really have been appreciating your comments. Joe, what's going up? Sinatra, welcome. Mike, it's great to see you. And the question is simple. What does success look like to you here on this platform? What are you trying to achieve here on YouTube? And let's see if I can work all these buttons. It's been a while. And there it is. It's great to see you just hanging out, doing some editing, cleaning up the office, fixing up the lights, hoping that everything is working okay. It's been a while. Thank you for the super chat, Tufik. Great to see a lot of amazing people here. And I thought today what I'd do is I've spent some time editing, and I'm thinking about all the things that really add up to success for me. And I wanted to interrupt that today and just hang out with you and really just take a little bit of time and share a little bit of my journey over the last 3 to 6 months to thank you for the amazing growth my channel has been experiencing, to thank you for hanging out. And also, and this is really, really important, I want to thank you for sharing your journey with me here on this platform. So very often people ask me, like, who is your favorite social media marketer, or who really inspires you? And yes, there are people like Casey Neistat, absolutely. But I got to be honest with you. What really gets me excited is watching people like you, people that are around me, people in the YouTube community that we all hang out with, being able to see people that have a big idea, something audacious that they're excited about, and seeing them chase that down is what really fuels me. So with that, I want to thank you for sharing your journey and your big dreams and plans here on YouTube. Let's see what we got going on. Live stream looks pretty good. I think we're going to go with it. It looks like I'm alive. It's a live stream, so that's good. So that's a little bit about, what I want to share with you today. Really, we're going to do a lot of Q&A, a lot of questions. Hey, Paul, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. $10, amazing. Thank you so much. Paul says, thank you for all you do. I'm so excited. I just hit 1 million views and I'm about to hit 10K. And this is what I'm talking about. This right here. So Paul just said, hey, I'm making it happen. And I want to let you know, if you've got a dream yourself, if you're excited, if you're passionate to move forward and grow a community, to grow your channel, an audience, it can be done. It's challenging. It's not easy, but you can absolutely make that. Yes, where's the co-pilot? Mike, the co-pilots, honestly, the truth of the matter, they're upstairs and they're quiet, and gosh only knows how long that's going to happen, because my co-pilots they're good barkers. Hey, Nico, how are you? Great to see you. I want to share a little bit of amazingness, a slice of YouTube amazingness that happened to me over the last 30 days. And that is, I literally doubled my results on YouTube. I mean, how often in a handful of weeks, literally I did this in about 20 days, I doubled my views and my subscriber growth. And not quite, like the views are up about 50%. Let me show you right here. I've got a fancy button right here. If we do this here, And we can talk a little bit about what I did to make this happen. And like I said, I would love to take your questions today. We're just going to hang out, a little informal live stream today. Hey, Prayers for Light, welcome. Great to see you here. Nick Nimmin is in the house. That's my brother from another mother. Blood Brothers, even though it's not the same blood. World Class Wrecking Crew. If you don't know what that is or what it means, it's okay because neither of us do either. So check this out. My views over the last 30 days have increased by 79%. That's pretty good. Like, that's not bad, right? My subscriber growth, at one point, it was actually over 100%. It was somewhere around 115%. And right now I'm sitting at 79% growth in subscribers, and I'm creeping up to 3,000 subscribers in a month. And really the thing that I did was to hustle, right? To get back in gear and whatnot and publish some videos and make it happen. Hey, there's Depression Talks with Emmanuel. Great to see you, my friend. Welcome to the live stream. I'm curious, a lot of cool people are here right now. We've got 146 people in the live stream. Fantastic. Welcome. If you're new to the channel, obviously my name is Brian, and I'm all about trying to break down and figure out this crazy thing called YouTube. What's the best way, not just to publish a video, but also to amplify your message, to amplify the video, to grow, whether you're excited, and I'd love, give me the feedback right now. In one sentence, in just a few words, what are you trying to do? Do you want to make money? Are you passionate about a cause? Maybe you're really passionate about an ailment or a disease, or you're passionate about human rights, or maybe it's pretty simple. You just want to have some fun, share some gameplay. Maybe it's a combination of these things. I would love to know what you're doing and what you consider successful. Mike says, nice shirt. Thank you, Mike. Welcome to the live stream, Cooking with CJ. Thank you, CJ. Yes, that is pretty awesome growth. One of the things I did is I really implemented two strategies. I've got a lot of strategies and tactics that I implement to grow. And when I came back, I was gone for a while, right? I was publishing like a video a month. And when I came back, I just published. I didn't worry a lot about the views and the optimization. I know that already really well, the optimization. But I just wanted to publish videos to make that happen. And then I really focused on a few good videos, really good videos. I published 3 videos on the algorithm. And what happened is my views, my results went up quite a bit. And then bam, they skyrocketed when I slowed down and really focused. So pretty exceptional. Nico says, I want to have a good conversations on my channel. Let me see if I can get back there. Man, there's a lot of, wow. How do you, there's so many people in chats. I need a poodle to slow them down and read them. Nico says, I want to have good conversations on my channel and learn from everyone. Man, I absolutely love that, Nico. And for me, we can all learn something from each other. Whether you've got 300,000 subscribers or 3 subscribers, it doesn't mean we can't learn from each other. Technobyte says, my channel helps others implement smart home tech without having to be a programmer. That is pretty fantastic. That sounds like a great channel for sure. Pam says, not having to worry about money while helping people and making friends. Yeah, Pam, I absolutely love that. And Pam, I think I'm going to release a video in the future really kind of breaking down the process I've gone through in thinking about how I'm going to do what you just said. For those of you that are interested in the money part of it, there is a lot of things that we've got to do. And also there's a lot of these rules, right? For me personally, I was willing to break one of the quote unquote best practices, which is publishing consistently on the same date and time. And the reason I did that is I just don't have the capacity to pull off launching a coaching program get a funnel together, get free training together, write all the content, edit the video, and also be publishing on YouTube. So I slowed down for about 6 or 7 weeks, and I made that happen, and it's been really effective. It's hard to do all the things, right? Traveling Hybrid Steel, welcome back to being live. Thank you so much, Hybrid Steel. Really appreciate that. Wow, you guys are amazing. So many cool people. Need niche direction, and that's Radical Man, I believe. You know what? At the end of the day, the best advice I can give you, and this goes for everyone, if you want an easier path to growth, it's no question. We all agree that having a niche makes it a bit easier to grow. Not that you have to do that. Again, this kind of goes back to my question. What does success mean for you? It might be sharing what you're excited about, and then it's more about you. But obviously, if that's the case, if you're focused on your own needs, then the audience growth might slow down. If you want to create a niche, I knew I'd be able to use this pen and paper. Always come prepared, kids, when you're live streaming. This is what you do when you're not sure. Like, how do I choose a niche? You get a piece of paper, you get a pen, and then you do something like this. Now, I don't know exactly how this goes, but I'm gonna try. And first thing you do is you make some quadrants, right? You're gonna basically divide up the paper, and then you start kind of filling things in, like work, hobbies, passion, what you're passionate about, and then something else. And basically, you get the pad of paper and you get away from the computer and you forget about all the tools and all the tech, and you just focus on some basic things that you know about, that you can talk about, and you write them down in the quadrants. If it's something about work experience, then you write it down. You might have a quadrant about the skills you have. You might know how to edit like nobody's business. That's a skill that people are searching for on YouTube. You can write that down. I can edit. I could create a channel about editing. And when you look at all the things maybe a few days later, like give it some time, then you choose one. And the thing for me, and I don't know, I'd love to get your feedback. This is everyone, obviously, is I think people really struggle with sacrifice. The idea that they're not doing something, that they could be missing out. Like, what if I don't do this thing? What if I move forward and I miss out on something better? That scares them, and they try to do everything, and unfortunately, nothing really works out. You know, the word I think about a lot in 2019 is authority. Check this out. Authority. No matter the niche, the topic, no matter if you're creating a craft channel here on YouTube or a business channel, you're going to compete against other channels that have a lot of authority. And that's really hard to do. And if you're doing multiple things, you never really build up your expertise to a high level. It's impossible. There's too many things to consider and to learn and to study. You can't do everything in life, although we'd like to think we can. And thus, at the end of the day, when you start publishing these videos, you're competing against channels that have not just a lot of YouTube or a lot of subscribers. Not just the ability to publish and gain a lot of views, but you're competing against individuals that truly have authority. They're experts in their field, and that's what people really go to. They want to hear about something that they want to do from someone who's clearly doing it. So I hope you found that helpful, Radical Man. Hey, George, good to see you. George, I'm so glad that you're in the coaching program. A lot of folks from that are here are in the coaching program. It's been an absolute blast. Adventures in Dirt. Ken, what is going on? Good to see you, Ken. Hey, Rosh, welcome to the live stream, my friend. Amazing. 182 people. Clearly something's broken with YouTube. I see a lot of people talking about how YouTube's broke. This can't be right. And 182 people, that's a lot of people. Amazing. It's great to see you here. So these are some thoughts about, moving forward here on YouTube. Today in 2019, man, that authority that I spoke of is the thing to think about, right? Hey, Sean, welcome to the live stream. Mike Phillips, also in the coaching program. Mike says, how do you feel about the demise of Google+? Do you think YouTube will implement pieces of the community tab and such? Great question, Mike, on Google+. And Mike also talks about the community feed. Mike, I love that you are talking about this. For me, being successful on YouTube means earning a good amount of money. It means helping a lot of people out. It means doing a lot of tech, building funnels, putting things in place. And this morning I saw I was eligible for membership. And the first thing I thought is like, oh, that's great. And then I started to implement, and I'm like, oh, I should really think about this. And it's like, dude, you've been studying this stuff for 15 years. Like, you know what to do. And I bring this up, so I move forward, and I've submitted membership to YouTube, and hopefully I'll have that soon. And Mike, the reason I wanted to address your question and talk about this is really the way membership, which is another way to monetize your channel to earn money, where people can basically pledge $4.95, $5 a month. You keep the majority, you keep 70%. Well, one of the functionality that YouTube has built in to the community tab is you can publish only to members who are supporting you financially. So one of the things I'm going to do is I'll have a monthly live stream only for members of the YouTube community, and I can publish the live stream to my community feed. So the two really work together super well. And over the last year, I've really seen like some of the things YouTube has been releasing, and it's not just individual upgrades to YouTube. They're really thinking about what they're trying to achieve and monetize and how to monetize. And the direction I see YouTube going is not just advertisers and having ads on your channel, but also allowing the people in the community that are passionate and want to support a YouTube creator, allowing those fans, if you would, to pledge a YouTuber. And YouTube is excited about that, so they've built out these tools in that way. The community feed, where something only goes out to members of the channel, and also super chat, again, the same thing, and now membership. So pretty cool. As far as Google Plus, for me personally, Mike, I really focus on one core thing at a time. And I was never really into Google Plus. I'm not into Twitter. Twitter moves really fast for me. Facebook moves fast. But I get Facebook. It's the biggest platform. It's social. It's fun. We've got groups. That adds a lot of functionality. People can get to know each other. So that's kind of what I see. I don't really worry about the demise of Google+. I don't think anyone was there. I don't think it'll matter. And I think really what YouTube is doing is there might be some stuff left over that they integrate in, but much more so they're focused on how do we do this? This is our goal, to allow fans to support the creators they love financially. So let's build in functionality like community tab. Let's tie that into membership and so on. And who did I just see? I think there's UK Here We Grow. Community feed also sends out to non-subs too. Wow, that's great. Love to know that. TubeBuddy is killing my Chrome. That's weird. Hopefully you get that fixed up, my friend. Yeah, it looks like Nick Nimmin is working chat support for me today. Hey, Nick, it was so awesome chatting with you this morning, brother. Hey, Trinius, I saw that you're at 10K. Amazing, dude. Amazing. Jocelyn, what is CTR? Really great question. This is what CTR means. Let's press the big button here. This is what CTR means. If we come to YouTube, okay, so we're on YouTube, and let's say all these videos, YouTube is measuring how often people click on the videos. And that metric is CTR, or click-through ratio. So the higher the ratio, the more people are clicking, the higher the percentage. And it's something you want to study and learn about in your YouTube analytics. So like when I search for YouTube algorithm, how often people click my video is really important to the ranking of the video. Like obviously watch time matters, but think about this. You don't get any watch time if nobody clicks. So that's one of the metrics we want to think about. Hey, Janie, thanks for stopping by. Great to see you. What's better than the average CTR? Okay, so let's talk about CTR a little bit. I mean, here's the thing. I see an awful lot of terrible advice around CTR. I see a lot of people focusing on CTR in a way that I just don't think makes a lot of sense or is helpful. Number one, when you look at your CTR, like let me do this here. Let's go here. The coaching program, yeah, I can tell you a little bit about that. Let me check this out real quick. And we need to go actually here. YouTube Studio. And pull up this video here. Actually, let's not pull up that one. Let's pull up something a bit. Let's pull up this one. Customize YouTube channel. And give me just 1 second here, folks. Looks pretty good. I think we'll be fine. So basically, I'm in the YouTube Studio. And one of the things you can do is you access YouTube Studio from a desktop, right? And when you're in Studio, you can click on individual videos. And here, yeah, I get nervous now. I think we'll be okay. Let's go to reach viewers. So here we're looking at how to customize your channel. And you can see right now the impression click-through rate is 7.7, which is pretty high. That's pretty good. I'm going to increase this a little bit. Okay. So the thing to think about when we talk about CTR is it's just not this number. I see people sharing like, wow, I've got a click-through rate of 12%, which that's amazing. I don't want to downplay the awesome achievement of having a click-through rate of 12%. But if your impressions are 400, that's just so few impressions, and the amount of views you're going to get is going to be 9 or something. So you want to look at these two metrics together. It's the impressions as well as the click-through rate that equal the views you get to your video. So here, if we come into this video over the last 28 days, you can see this is very interesting to me, 9.4%. So one of the things I did is I actually split tested my thumbnails. This thumbnail here is not what I had when I launched. And when I started split testing, my CTR was 6.8%, I think, 6.7. Basically, I got it up to 8%, and now I'm at 9.4, which is crazy. And I think that's because I've been publishing a lot of videos. So a lot of people are coming, they're finding my channel, and YouTube is probably serving this video to them in suggested. So these are the things you want to focus on. Impressions and the CTR, because ultimately at the end of the day, we want a lot of views to our individual videos. Someone asked about my coaching program. Here's what you guys can do if you're interested in getting some awesome training. If you go to my website, there should be a link in this video to that. It's briangjohnson.tv. Click on this button here. You'll be taken to this page where you can add your name and email, and you'll get access to a 40-minute video that really walks you through how to get started with growing a successful channel and a successful audience on YouTube. Again, that is 40 minutes. 40 minutes of training, totally free. At the same time, I'll let you know if you want to upgrade, there's an opportunity to buy into my coaching program, and you can do that. Again, briangjohnson.tv. There's a link in this video description. Let's see if it's, yeah. So there's a link basically right below the video. Click that, and you are good to go. Man, it's so nice to be live streaming again. Amazing. Let's see. We've got 190 people watching. Welcome. Hey, Sway TV, what's going on? Amazing. Good to see you. And I'm going to get rid of that person. Like, no, we don't do that here. And great. Mike says the 40-minute training is awesome. How much is the upgrade? It's reasonable, my friend. $297. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of training, Mike. Mike, I'm so glad you joined, brother. I remember sending you that message. I'm really glad you took action on that. It's been awesome. So let's do some more Q&A. Here's one of the things I want you to think about. If you want to be successful, I mentioned becoming a successful YouTuber here on this platform. One of the things to think about is, think about this. A lot of people, it might not like, I want to know how to get views. But in order to get views, you've got to gain the skills and abilities that you need to be able to create content that people love and watch longer. You have to learn about creating thumbnails and brand messaging. You've got to know how to set up your YouTube channel and so on. And one of the things I always do, check this out. I'm going to just kind of move this over here a little bit, is about every 6 months, what I do is I write these big messages to myself to rewire my brain. Hey, Daniel Battelle, what the heck's going on, dude? It's good to see you. Now, this seems kind of weird, right? Like there's some kind of brainwashing going on. I'm sorry for this. This is horrible. You know, a lot of times we talk about brainwashing as it's a bad thing. And if someone else is brainwashing you, it is a bad thing. Now, if you know what you want to do, and I started out this conversation with what does success on YouTube look like for you? And you know what you want to achieve, you can focus on something like really getting clear, right? And again, look at that where it says clarity. Well, one of the things that I did in 2018 is I talked about clarity nonstop. In my own videos, I told you to get clear. Like if you want people to watch longer, they got to understand. Hey, Christy, what's going on? Good to see you, my friend. Right? So like that clarity is something I worked on personally. And taking a complex topic like the algorithm and breaking that down took a lot of work, but that's what I strive to do, was to get clear. So I'll ask you, like, what can you do to reprogram your mind? What kind of messages can you write on your big board? So one of them I have now is amplify your topics, right? And check this out. Let's look at this again. And again, I'm sorry for this shaky camera, but I think it's what we're trying to do. I don't like that reflection either. It's bothering my video creator mind. But one of the things I'm doing is I need to branch out and I need to cover topics that I know are going to be less competitive and also have more viewers searching for those very things. Like someone's asking me right now about streaming on my Mac. Now that's a great example. That's the kind of content that a lot of people are searching for that I can cover, right? Let's see. Thank you so much, Studio Geek 2. If I can get to that super chat. Are you streaming on your Mac? When I stream May 2015, it overheated. Yeah, so basically I'm streaming on a Mac. I've got a beastly of a Mac computer. I rewarded myself last year. It's the iMac Pro. But that being said, I streamed on a regular Mac, a regular iMac. It was a okay computer that was, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 years old, and it worked plenty well. The thing to think about is really the settings you use, the software that you use. I'm using OBS right now, so I had to learn about like the bit rate and the transfer rate and how much data to send and optimizing my audio and so on, all those kind of things. I see that Daniel is welcoming Pavi. Good to see you, Pavi. Bro, quick tip, how to get easy views. Hey, bro, the thing to do, Springer Gaming, is you want to really think about how competitive YouTube is. If you want to get more views, then start with a keyword phrase and look for videos where you select a keyword phrase for the game you're playing, right? Like PlanetSide Arena, that's a horrible new BR Battle Royale game. Or maybe PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds or Fortnite. You find a keyword phrase that people are searching for, and then you search that phrase on YouTube. And if you see the top 10 videos all have 3 million views, don't make that video. And if you really think about publishing videos in this way, what you're doing is you're making a video based on a keyword phrase people are searching for, which is great. Number 2, you're being mindful. You're looking at just how competitive. Hey, we got 200 people live. That's 204. What's going on? I think YouTube is broken. Something is horribly wrong today. There's definitely too many people here. It's great that you're joining us. Number 2 is you're being mindful of how competitive the term is. Do that. That's what I teach in depth. If you go through my videos, you'll see I talk about this stuff nonstop. And lastly, get the skills to get the views. It sounds crazy, but everyone's asking about views. No one's asking about branding. Why is that? No one's asking about camera settings, not nearly as much as getting the views. No one's asking about audience retention. For every 100 people that search for get views, there are 3 people that search for audience retention. That to me is insanity. If you really want to get views, you've got to understand how the game plays. You can't hate the player, or how does it go? Don't hate the player, hate the game. And if you don't even understand how the game is played, man, that's crazy. So get the skills, understand how competitive things are, and so on. Hey, let's give Daniel Battelle a round of applause. Can we get some hashtags, Daniel? Just light it up. Hashtag Daniel. Do it. This guy is really hustling, and he's really focused on gaining the skills. It's amazing to watch. Really good job, dude. Keep it up. I couldn't get on with OBS. Now I use Z-Split. Well, there you go. Sifter, something detectionist. That's a hard to say name. Fat Guy Biking. Live in your analytics. Hey, what's up, Fat Biking? Did you know I used to race bikes like that Lance Armstrong thing? Oh, I did it on courage. I didn't dope. I didn't do any blood transfusions. I just rode my bike. That was a hard sport. Your skills go up following Brian G, says Trinius. Well, I hope so, Trinius. Daniel, yes! Dude is on fire. He's doing great. Daniel Battelle. Look at that. Thank you so much. It's, the thing, like I said, the thing that excites me is watching you guys blow up. Watching Pam Duthie now for like a year and a half. Starting with a channel name about like her dog. What was it? Like Fuzzy Buzz Cuts. I'm like, I don't understand your channel name. And like she went forward. She made the changes. She focused on the skills that would pay the bills, the skills that would allow her to drive the views. And that's amazing for me to watch. Hey, Tour Build, what's going on? Mom, welcome, Tom Sawyer. What is going on? And that's a lot better. I feel better now. Whew. Can you feel the pressure has been taken off a little bit? We're at 195 viewers, and that's manageable. Yeah, Pam is amazing. Pam is great too. Ben McFuzzylugs. I remember that. Do you remember that? It was it a channel review, Pam? I'm like, what the heck is Ben McFuzzylugs? You're like, oh, I'm into art. I'm like, but it's your dog. Yeah, so like that's one of the things. And George, I gotta give props to my man George too. George is also in the coaching program. And a couple times, like I called George out. Like I don't pull punches. And I'm like, George, I think like, let's try to see the positive in this. And he's like, I'm joining the program. I need to get my act together. George, you're amazing. I'm so excited to watch you move forward in 2019. Fist bump. Amazing. Good stuff. Little Acoustic. What is going on, dude? Good to see you. I hope you're feeling better. Another shout out to Jay Malone. Number one, Jay, I want to let you know that, not only have you been in my prayers, I know a lot of people in the community are rooting for you. So kick whatever you're fighting, cancer, something scary, man. You're an inspiration. And Jay, I got to say, man, it's been such a pleasure watching you blow up too. Like the care you put into your thumbnails, the care you put into your videos. Amazing. Another individual I met last year. Oh my gosh. There's too many people. There should really be a cap on these live streams. Science Gal Aquatics. That was really neat meeting you last year. Ayla Art, welcome to the live stream. Awesome. Ken is here from Adventures in Dirt. You see, that's the thing. It's like, I think when you start out, you think about views. But over time, you really learn it's about community. And it's about getting to know people and so on. Say my name. Tech Being Live. Are we good? Okay then. All right. So, one of the things that I found really did help me drive views was, okay, now here's the thing. You see, that's just annoying, dude. I'm going to go away, brother. Man, say my name. I just said your name. Oh, I remember being 12 once too. Actually, I don't. And I was lighting things on fire, so you're probably not lighting things on fire. Good for you. One of the things I did is I took time off to build out the funnel, to get the coaching program in line. And when I came back, I was like, the thing I didn't really focus on too much is perfection. I didn't worry about publishing a perfect video and selecting a perfect keyword. I just wanted to get my momentum going. I wanted to publish videos. I wanted to get into the grind of YouTube. And I did that. I published 6 videos in 7 days. And I noticed they were doing really well. One of the things, I had published 300 plus videos by this point, and they started really taking off. And then I kind of had this video in the back of my mind. Studio Geek 2, thank you so much, dude. $10 super chat, really appreciate it. And like I was saying, I slowed down and I really focused on poodle hashtag. I really focused on publishing what I call a hero video or a watch time winner. And man, that video did so good. Amazing to see. If we go back to, let's do this. Just for the fun of it, let's search for YouTube algorithm. We'll search for 2019. That's the easy one. So I got 2 videos. Now, one of the things Daniel Battelle is obsessed about, this guy's got to cut it out with this Google carousel stuff. I can't take it any longer. It's all he talks about. Is the Google carousel this and the carousel that, and did you see the carousel? And he's obsessed about this stuff. But this is a good result, and this is what I wanted to rank for. This was the insurance policy 2019. But obviously, being able to rank for, yeah, I'm good with those. How are these? How satisfied, right here? How satisfied are you with these results? And note that my video here is ranking number 2. I'm going to say very satisfied. So that's pretty cool. And really, though, if we come to YouTube, right? And if we search YouTube for YouTube algorithm, and I want to give you guys a tip and a hint, right? Like, how do you do that? Like, this is a big keyword phrase. This is driving hundreds of views to my channel every day. And the amount of people subscribing is a lot. And you hear a lot, right? You got to have a hook, right? You got to get right into the content. Daniel and Tony, someone's laying down the hammer. Daniel's has got the mod hammer out. And anyway, the hook of your video is not just getting into the content really fast, but I had this idea for the hook that's based on what the audience is really excited about. And that was getting views. And one of the questions I keep seeing from people is like, why do some videos blow up? Like, how does it really work? So if you look at my video here, in fact, let's just do this. When you create a video, it's not just about getting the keywords right. It's about immediately grabbing the viewer and giving them something that's of high interest to them. So what I did with this video is this hook was great. I'm like, I want to start a discussion about the YouTube algorithm, but specifically this, and this, and this, and this too. And this happens in cooking, and this happens in business. And see, I know what I said because I worked on a script. Now, I didn't read the script on the video, but like that hook was really powerful, and I'm sure that it intrigued people. So I wanted to share that with you because like I see a lot of people talking about, well, you got to have a hook. It's not just saying the words of the keyword you're targeting in your video. It's really going beyond that and coming up with a great idea, like a mini film, and then exploring that and leading with that. And when you do that, like, wow, it can really help you get the views that you want. Hey, Master Shocks, welcome. What's going on? Harley is in the house saying hammer time, something to someone else. Daniel Patel's got the hammer out. Be careful. This guy is ruthless. And how many people are 176? Wow, that was crazy. I can't believe we had 200 people in here. Unbelievable. So let's take a look at the super chats real quick. I want to say thank you to folks. Alex, what's going on, dude? Peace. Hey, Alex, do you know what? I actually kind of mentioned Southwest fishing in my latest video I'm editing. I actually edited it out because I was not as clear as I'd like to be. But know that you are on my mind, my friend. Big shout out to Alex. Thank you so much for the super chat. 2019, Brian is on fire for sure. Thanks for focusing on growing instead of starting. Yeah, I like to get into the meat of the stuff. I mean, once in a while, yeah, I'm going to be there too. I'm going to talk about like getting started, but absolutely. And Studio Geek 2. Brian, this is my second channel. I made this channel less than a week ago. I do daily videos. I'm 14 years old and you helped me out a lot. Dude, 14 years old and you're pushing the super chats? Thank you so much. That's amazing. And I'm super excited for you in 2019 with a brand new channel. Wicked. And Luminous Zatar, thanks for sharing your knowledge with us on this live stream. You're more than welcome. This is more like a fun hangout, and if you get a few tips along the way, I didn't get to do the proper 50K thank you and whatnot, and it's good just to hang out with my crew right now. So thank you so much. What brand of a mic boom am I using? It says Rode on it, Ken. So this is a Rode mic boom. The thing to notice is this. This is a fancy sock. Now you can order these at Brian G. Johnson TV. These come from out of my upstairs drawer, and I cut these very on an angle, and they fit over the very reasonable. They're like $39.95. That was such a bad joke. 180 people. Wow, that's phenomenal. Rebranding autism. I used to be Jen Adventures TV. Hey Jen, I love it. You know what? I've seen some of your posts lately, Jen, and you talked about the fact that autism is your subject, and I'm like, yeah, I knew that a long time ago. And I'm really excited that you want to explore that deeper, because I know you can help so many people overcome. And I absolutely love what you're doing. And I think you can still do a lot of the same stuff. But now and then really talking about autism and overcoming it and whatnot, amazing. So fist bump, pow to you. Any substitute for OBS? You can go live with your phone. That's pretty cool. There are some other options. I don't like it when these people call me from Minnesota. Looks like a giant condom, someone says. It's not a condom. It's a sock. There we go. George says, Brian G. Johnson selling Walmart socks for $39.95. Idea for a video. Maybe. What microphone do you use? This is what is it? The Blue Yeti? Blue Yeti, absolutely. This is the black edition or something. Pretty fancy. The thing about microphones is it's a lot more based on the positioning of the microphone, the kind of microphone you have, making sure it's pretty close to your mouth. All these kind of things are super important. Dan says, what's up? Can you give me feedback on my thumbnails? I'm not doing channel reviews, so I'm going to give you some feedback, but I'm not going to pull your channel up because I don't want, let me see if I click this. There we go. So, Dan, yeah, your thumbnails, let's see here. I'll give you some feedback right now. Number one, choose a font that you want to stick with and a style you want to stick with. Number two, think about rule of thirds. And the thing you can do for that is, let's pull this up. So what I recommend is we talk about this in my coaching program quite a bit. We laugh. I tell my students to think of themselves as, you are the lighthouse. And this is kind of best practices, right? Like if you look at, let's pull up my pal. I think Nick is probably split. If you look at my pal, Nick Nimmon's channel here, I think this kid might make it, Nick Nimmin. I'm not sure. I mean, he's got a ways to go, but you know, at 327,000 subscribers, I think he's going to be okay. If you notice, a lot of times he's on the right. Typically, being on the right for your face is the way to go. Like he experimented here once, and that's cool. But typically, on the right, on the right, on the right, on the right. And I would recommend the same thing for your thumbnails, my friend. Put yourself on the right. And then, yeah, I think you're doing fine. The black background, one of the things I learned is using straight black. It doesn't look as good as using like a really dark charcoal or a blue black. and so on. Like we just changed my website. We used to have this kind of cool splat, but like actually let's go to the blog and I can show you. So like these splats on the thumbnail, and now they're gone from the blog too. I swear to God, I saw, maybe was it in Wrangler? There you go. Like these splats, these aren't really a black, they're a blue black. And yeah, so I would change that from a black. And yeah, I think just do that and you're going to be fine. The other thing is to really think about what it is you're covering. So like you're singing Open Arms by Journey and you have that text, that's great. I think I would make this text a teeny bit smaller. I like really big text, but I think it can go a bit smaller. But looks pretty good. A few changes and I think you'll do fantastic. And again, no channel reviews, folks. I'm chilling. Hey, Nick is still here. What is he doing here? The dude needs to get some sleep. The dude doesn't sleep. There's no sleep for Nick Nimmin. I worry about him. Okay, we got a question from Ken. That's Adventures in Dirt. Ken says, Adventures in Dirt. If I can get there now. Oh, goodness. Thoughts. Do you think a large algorithm change is coming soon? No, I don't. In fact, I love that you asked this question. Here's the thing. When you're on YouTube, right? When we're on YouTube, when you get really interested in growing, it's going to be inevitable that we hear about the algorithm. And it's true that there are constant changes to the algorithm. But the way the changes happen and the way the changes are really impacting YouTube as a whole are probably very different as how a lot of people think about it. Think about it like this. Imagine that there's a big control room where they control the algorithm and there's all these knobs. And like there's a knob that is audience retention. And they might crank the knob up a little bit, so you need even a higher audience retention to rank your video, which makes it harder, and some of your videos might fall out of grace with YouTube. But at the end of the day, all they're changing is a metric that's been established for years now. I really don't think there is a lot of differences that are impacting the algorithm as a whole. I think they're adding on subtleties. I think there are new features coming out, like the community tab, that can bring viewers back. I think YouTube Stories is going to be interesting. How is Stories going to shape and impact the algorithm? That's a good question, and we'll find out. But I think when a lot of people think, oh, there's been a change at YouTube, it's really actually pretty small as to what's really happening and so on. Optimal number of videos a week. Okay, this is a great question. So let me see if I can do this. How many videos should we publish a week to get the optimal amount of views? And the truth of the matter is there's no answer. And you can never find the perfect answer. Now stick with me. What you want to do is you want to get the skills again to know how to react to Google, to YouTube. You want to be able to see what's happening on your channel and you want to be able to react to that. Let me show you something here. If I can get to this page. Go to analytics. Okay, this is a really good, how do I do that? So if I go, God, I hate this. I freaking got to worry about all this stuff now. Freaking. Oh, I didn't want to do that either. Just hang on, this is complicated. There's a lot going on here. Okay. And then let's see if I can go like this. Okay, good. All right. So I did it all on my own. I'm not even kidding. So this is interesting. What's the optimal amount of videos to publish, right? A lot of people are like, the more the better. Like, publish daily. It's the only way to grow. You can't really, like, if you're not publishing a lot of videos, you can't do it. And you can see here, like, I didn't publish any videos until about the 10th of January. And yet I was still driving 10,000 minutes of watch time a day. I was driving about 3,000 views a day. And then I came back, bam, like nobody's business, right? I published another video right here. And I took like a day or so, and then I published another video, and then another video, and then another. I published a lot in about a 12-day period. Like, basically, I published a lot. But then here is where I slowed down and I published a hero video. Like, I was just kind of talking about this method. You can see it better in this example. The thing to think about is it doesn't matter how many videos you publish. It only counts when you publish a video that the audience really digs. It only counts when someone sees your thumbnail and they go, huh, that's interesting, and they click. That's where it begins. It starts there. So what you want to think about is, I've got to come up with a topic, and then I've got to have a thumbnail that supports the topic that people are going to click on. And then I got to work hard to create something that people are going to watch longer. And that's what I did here. You can kind of see my little cursor moving around. And I published the video on the YouTube algorithm, which, by the way, right, like if we come back here, and we go back here, you can see it paid off. So I slowed down, and now I rank number 1, and I'm in suggested. I've already got 9,400 views, and it's been a week, right? So clearly, whatever I'm doing, this is working really well. So I published a hero video here. Now notice this. I didn't publish again for 1 day, 2 day, 3, 4. I published about 5 days later. And what I did is I took my time again, and I slowed down. I published, and then notice the amount of watch time in the views. They went way up, even though I was publishing less, and then I just did it again. This was yesterday's video. So the thing you want to do as you move forward on YouTube is you want to first get the skills. So it really depends on you, my friend. Someone asked, like, what's the best way to go? Should I publish a lot of videos? What's the optimal amount? If your videos still have a lot of improvement that needs to happen, if your audio is horrible, if your video editing is subpar, and that matters in your niche, if the audio is off, if your presence needs to be dialed in, then by publishing more videos, it gives you more chance to, hey, average American, what's going on? Josephine, Pavi, Paul, peace. That's what you want to think about. When you think in this manner, then you're going to start going far. When you really have a handful of different strategies that you can apply at any time based on what's happening to your channel, like I knew to slow down. A lot of people are like, hurry up. Oh my God, you just published a winner. Like, the thing you don't want to do is sit and do nothing. But you also don't want to go really fast. You don't want to like publish really fast just to get something out. You want to take your time and, right? You want to take your time. How do we, like, what about, geez, come on, man. You're killing me here. There we go. I don't see it anymore. Basically, like I was saying, you want to take your time. You want to plan the next video. So those people that just found your last, they come in and they really dig it. I hope you found that helpful. All right, a couple more questions. Thank you so much for those of you that sent super chats. Thank you so much for being here, stopping by. It's been a good start of the year. Pretty excited. Excited to see where things take me here. Hey, I'm having 10,000 subs doing Microsoft Excel videos. I want to do videos on YouTube growth category. What should I expect from my audience? They won't care. Easy explained. Like they subscribe to you for Excel, and when you start talking about something very different, they probably really won't care a whole lot. So be aware of that. Some of them, if you have a really big engaged audience, some are going to be interested. If they really like you, they're going to be interested because they like you. Some people are going to be curious, but as far as like getting the views that you typically get on your videos, I would say you probably won't see that. Josephine says she finally made the stream. Yes, you did. Good to see you, my friend. Excellent. Did YouTube change how they promote live streams in the past 6 months or not? Probably not. I think it's probably very similar to how it's always been. Like I said, they make minor adjustments to these kinds of things. So, how about getting high authority backlinks? I mean, here's the thing. Like, to me, that's insanity. Like, do you really, like, I'm sorry to go off, but this kind of teaching drives me freaking bonkers. Like, you're going to go spend time building links. If you focus on publishing amazing videos, you'll get all kinds of links. People will share your video. People will watch longer. People will subscribe. They'll do all these things. So instead of doing the thing that seems kind of weird, like, do you really want to build links? I want to learn about getting great. I want to learn how to create great videos. And to me, that's the thing to do. Now, does that mean like links don't matter? I'm sure they can help. But I just think it's crazy to focus on link building when you could be focused on the skills that matter to the audience. At the end of the day, if you're doing things that the audience doesn't care about, it's a waste of time in my book. Heidi, what is going on? Costume CO, welcome. Good to see you. Do you recommend making 1 minute? Happens. Excuse me. I'm sorry about that. Someone's asking about how long should the videos be? Make your videos as long as they need to be. And frankly, what I usually do is I usually end up cutting things down quite a bit. What used to take me probably 16 or 17 minutes, I can get that done in 12 minutes today because I cut out a lot of fluff, but I also know when to leave some stuff in. So make the video and don't worry about the time. Now, that being said, if you can make longer video, like should I make a 1 minute video or a 10-minute video? Make the 10-minute video. But don't inflate the length of your video to get watch time because I blame Otis. You know what? I've got Otis and Olive in I've got them in a video coming up. That's going to be fun. It's just a picture, but I mentioned poodles. So that's the thing to think about. And I just shared a super powerful tip that you can use. This is for everybody. If you've ever wondered, I wonder about this, will this help me? Here's what you do. Check this out, super powerful. Hey, Tony, what's going on? Good to see you. Silent and Amy, what's going on? This is what you do. This is the tip. If you're ever wondering if this will help you, just ask yourself, would the audience care? Would the audience care that I went and built a lot of backlinks? They wouldn't care. They don't care how many backlinks there are to your video. What they care about is the quality of your video. That's what you should focus on. I'm going to unlock the door so my wife can come in. She's traveling. I'll be back in a minute. One of the things you always want to do when you're live streaming is just walk away from everybody. Can you come down with us? That was weird. All right, I'm back. So this was fun. Thank you for the lovely welcome back. Thank you for hanging out with me. Let's do some more Q&A. You got to believe too, right? You've got to believe that you can seriously grow a channel. You know, my wife won't be back for a bit, but she is returning home from California today. And I thought I had the door locked, and I did not. Very important question for you. I have a reaction channel, and I have a lot of comment. I have 20,000 subscribers and have been rejected from YouTube Partner Program 5 times. Should I change my niche? Average American. I think if you want to make money on YouTube, then the thing to do, like what you really want is you want money. And you're thinking about the YouTube Partner Program is the way to make that happen. And it's interesting to me that thank you so much for bringing this up. So clearly, they don't like your content. They don't like commentary. There's something that is triggering them, and they're denying you. And if you really want to make money, then either you've got to figure out how to make the money with your channel, sell merchandise, t-shirts, use affiliate links in an ethical way. I think it's tough though, because you've created an entertainment style channel. The value is there in an entertainment kind of way. So as far as like affiliate marketing, it's different than going after a niche like tech where people are buying stuff. So I think you've got to decide, you know, if you want to make money and you want to have ads on and things like that, you may want to start another channel. And frankly, it's hard because there's no, excuse me, we don't have any guarantee. I was talking to a pal of mine, another pal, great day. Got to talk to Nick Nimmin this morning. Dan Brock has been really encouraging of growing my funnel and my coaching business and whatnot. And me and Dan were talking about it's scary being an entrepreneur. It's scary taking the amount of risk that we do. When you build a YouTube channel, there's no guarantee that you're going to be successful. And we have to move forward in spite of that and do it anyway. And furthermore, from that point, there's no guarantee that not only will we be successful, but we'll make money. And facing that down and doing it anyway, excuse me, next time I'll do myself, and now you can hear me. So I'm sorry I can't give you the perfect answer, but there's no perfect answer. You've got to decide, average American, how to move forward in this case. A couple more super chats. I see Heidi sent me a super chat. That's crazy, my friend. So here's Heidi. She joined my coaching program, and I got to tell you, it's been so rewarding for me. And this is not about me selling you, but I just want to share a story with everybody here. And again, thank you so much, Heidi. And I see also Sire Gooby. I'll come back to your question in a minute. I started out with the topic, becoming a successful YouTuber. And I asked you, what does that mean to you? And I knew that I needed to grow my channel and my subscriber base. I knew I needed to do certain things to demonstrate I was proficient in being a YouTuber in order to achieve my goals. In other words, I had to get views. You're not going to listen to me if I haven't done the thing you want to do. And the more I do that, the more you're going to want to, really understand and reach out and ask my ideas. The more you're going to respect what I've done. But at the end of the day, it's not just about getting views. It's really about helping people. And it's been so gratifying to me to be able to have the coaching program, to be able to do the live streams, to create this extra training. And to me, that's me really doing the thing that gives me a higher purpose besides teaching people how to get views, which I love that too, and So you have the opportunity, and this is for everyone, to really think about how do you want to spend your time. How do you want to spend your time day to day, right? Like for me, the idea of making videos and learning about editing and getting clear with my communication, all the things that make up a great YouTuber, I love that. And then to be able to have training on top of it, that is success to me. So today I consider myself successful. A lot wouldn't. I don't have enough subscribers or views, but that's them. Like what they're trying to do is obviously different than what I'm trying to do. So, and Heidi, the thing, I want to do a video in the future. I don't know when it'll be, but like I'm interested in your journey, Heidi, because like you're writing a book now. You'll have something to sell. Maybe you'll have other things. I don't know how interested you are in the whole making money thing, but I do want to make a video where I kind of explain my journey and what I focused on first and what I did. Like first I focused on only growth because nothing was going to work if I didn't have that growth. A lot of things to look at here, folks. Okay, I wanted to there was another super chat, Sire Gooby. Do you have any suggestions for a gaming channel? Yeah, I'm actually a gamer. I like to game. I gamed yesterday for about 20 minutes. I haven't really gamed a lot lately. I've been super busy with all the things I'm doing to grow my YouTube empire. The thing you want to do is you want to become a resource. If you're incredibly engaging, if you are an incredible talent on camera, if you are really funny, then you can kind of do whatever you want on YouTube and you can learn about being engaging in comedy and fun, and you can share gaming and you can blow up. If you want an easier path, then become a resource for a group of gamers. And let me break this down in a way that you're going to easily understand. Create a channel about a specific game or a genre. So Battle Royale has blown up in the last few years. I've watched 5 YouTubers blow up based on becoming a resource for people that love Battle Royale. They don't do videos about Minecraft. That's not their niche. Their speciality, the thing that they're experts in, is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds or the blackout mode for Call of Duty. So a lot of you gamers, and you might be in this boat, will be like, well, I don't want to do that. And here's what's cool. You don't have to do that. But just know it's an easier path to growth. And at some point, you might decide, I really want to earn money. I don't want to have a part-time job making a few $1,000s a month. I could probably do that on YouTube if I worked smart or build out a channel in this way. And then you'll be able to use this to move forward. So again, think of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Create a channel all about that game. Cover every single thing about that game. Cover the kind of weapons, where to land, the different maps, the performance, cover updates, cover news. Be really in depth about that, because that's the thing that people really respond to, right? Is it becomes a resource for those people that love that. Frank says, I reached my first 1 million views overall thanks to your tips. I look forward to another 1 million and growing. Dude, that was all you. Thank you for mentioning me, but man, you did it. I didn't do anything. So congratulations. Super exciting to see you did that. I really, it's so inspiring to watch so many people. Hey, Dr. Sten, what's going on? I haven't played PUBG in a long time. Hey, PA Grant, welcome, buddy. Good to see you. I've been too busy having fun on YouTube and building funnels and coaching and live streams and okay, I think that's good. I think we did what we set out to do. Thank you so much for stopping by. How long did we live stream? So we live streamed for about 75 minutes or so. We'll see you on the next one. I'll have another live stream again soon. I do want to mention, if you want to go really deep if you really want to get some step-by-step information, you may want to check out my website. It's at briangjohnson.tv. And if you click this button here, it's going to take you to this page where you can opt in and you'll get access to a 40-minute video that really shows you how to get started with not just building a channel, but building in a really engaged audience. That's what matters. Everything that you want is based on whether or not a group of people are going to act positively. If they're going to click on your videos, if they're going to watch your videos, and I've got a 40-minute training, really great. Again, click this button here. It will take you to this page, and you'll be able to access that information. Thank you so much for stopping by. It was a pleasure, and we'll see you on the next video upload. Peace!